Welcome back, you guys. Today, I know I look a little bit different. I'm wearing a hat. I didn't feel like doing anything with my hair. I just washed it. I really don't want to put product in it. And I know I've been absent a little while. A lot of stuff's been crazy, but I'll try and, now that we're starting to get everything fixed, I'll try and be more consistent. I promise. And like the long-awaited title says, I'm going to talk about my first time with a nowadays porn star. But let me set the scene first. It was 2011. I was 17 and I was on myyearbook.com. If you don't know what it is, it's a Facebook that rates you on your looks because I always love a good self-esteem boost. And I was on there, and like the more popular that you become, the more you show up in other people's like side panel for like who to talk to. And I was in the top 20 for Illinois, which I was super proud of. A person messaged me, and for the sake of the video, I'm just going to use their real name. I'm not using last name. I'll just use the real first name because they changed their name when they became a porn star, like everyone does. So that person's name was Mark. He was a 19-year-old, I think, college school dropout. And he messaged me, and he was looking for friends. He didn't say it like that. He made it sound like he was looking for a friend, but... And so I go with him because I'm naive, so I'm just talking back to him, so I'm just like, yeah, cool. So you want to be friends? All right. And then he's like, well, let's hang out. So I'm like, well, I have to get to know you better. So we talk for about a week, and then I'm like, all right, I guess I'll go hang out with you, even though that's not something people really did like too much back then. Like nowadays, it's all the craze. Like you meet somebody online, you go meet them in real life, which, granted, from my experiences, it's not the safest, but it makes for good stories. So I agreed to meet up with him, and I go down the street to the corner to get picked up. I'm texting him all the while, and he says that he's in a little two-door white car. I see it pull up because he only lived like 15 minutes from us. He was in a different town. So he picks me up. We drive around for a while just talking, and then he's like, you know what, I'm kind of tired of driving. How about we pull over somewhere? So I'm like, sure, let's pull over and we can talk more. Granted, I thought we were going to pull over in like the more of a public parking lot, but no. He decides to pull up behind an old folks home next to the dumpster where it's like off in the back hidden. So I'm just like, oh, okay, this is kind of weird, but I talk to him more and more. Then he starts flirting with me. I just sit there and I'm like, I'm not really sure if you're the type of person I would want to sleep with. And he was a self-proclaimed bi guy, even though based off his nowadays porn star-ness, he's definitely not bi. Like, I didn't think we were going to sleep together or anything like that. So I was like, I just went with whatever he was doing. So he was like, let's kiss. And I was like, okay. And so we kissed. Being 17, your hormones, you just go crazy. So I was like, you know what? Let's just do it. Who cares? And I was like, there could be worse people I would lose my virginity to. So I go ahead. We, in the two-door car, which is really tricky, behind an old folks home. It was really, really, really awkward. Like, I'm not saying that, like, for my first time, I, like, knew how to put it down or anything like that. But I knew enough, whereas it seemed like he was clueless. So it was not enjoyable, really, at all. So we go ahead, and when that's done, he gets super awkward. I think about the fact that it was really not good at all. And he's just like, okay, well, I'm kind of done hanging out with you, so I'll go ahead and drop you off. And then, like, he drops me off, and then I just walk home, and that's pretty much the end of it. Like, within the next couple months after that, he would randomly text me, like, oh, I wish you were by so we can try it again, so I can show that it wasn't my fault or anything like that. And then I was always just like, no, one and done, drop the mic, done. Not interested. Like I said, he is now a porn star, which super surprises me because he was awful. Out of all the people, he was by far the worst ever that I've done anything with. So you'd imagine my surprise when I found out that he is a porn star. I mean, I don't think he's doing it really anymore, because like I looked on his Twitter feed and he hasn't posted anything in a year or two. So all I know is that he lives in Florida, and that's it. Like, he deleted his old Facebook account. You know, when you get bored, you always look at old exes and flames and flings to see where they are now, to be like, haha, you're kind of not doing great and I'm doing great. So, but that's my funny story. I mean, if you do like it, I know I'm a little bit reserved still, and I'm trying to work on that. But if you like this video, give me thumbs up and subscribe, and tell me on my Facebook account or tell me on Twitter that you like this type of video. And like I said, I have a bunch of other ones I can do. Like, I have a firefighter one I can do. I have a park at 3 a.m. in the middle of winter I can do. I have hot tub I can do. I have a really horrible experience I can talk about. I have one that was older but had a body like a 20-year-old I could talk about. I mean, I know this is awkward because most people who watch me right now are family and friends, but I know friends might be interested in it, and it's something I can talk about because I want to have more video topics to talk to you about. Like, I don't have a new phone yet, so I can't start doing, like, showing you guys my secret recipes for baking or anything like that, because I would love to show you guys how I make my Oreo truffles and my gooey butter cake, but I'm waiting until we have enough money to get new phones so I can give you top quality imaging, because right now I have a webcam. I can't bring that into the kitchen with me because I have a desktop. So, like, in the comment section down below, or on Twitter or on Facebook, it's simply Jared, and then I think my Twitter is like at Jared Simply 123 or something like that. I'll have to start memorizing that so I can tell you guys and everything to follow me. I will look out for your comments and all your suggestions, and then the next video will basically be whatever is top voted from you guys. Give me suggestions, because it is kind of exhausting to have to come up with something new every single week, because most people's lives are not, you have something new every single week. And plus, I don't want to put out a video like, for instance, I know my car video wasn't the greatest. Like, that's why I got 20 views. It seemed boring. Nobody really wanted to listen to me. So I don't want to put out stuff like that if you guys don't want me to. So I just want you guys to let me know, and I will go ahead and work on it for you. And until next time.